So how are you enjoying the unit on digital citizenship? You know it is so topical. I find this interesting, especially because there is so much going on the internet, and not all of it is good. You know, recently an employer asked me for my Facebook password. Wow, I know that is happening. And there is nothing illegal about it. You have to be very careful about your internet presence these days, because employers make judgments about you based on what you post online. Yeah, maybe we should not post EDC pictures next year. You know we shouldn't laugh about that, because it really is true. Anyway, the first question has 2 blanks to fill in about intellectual properties. What does intellectual property consist of? Intellectual property is basically a creative work. To put a finer point on it, intellectual property consists of human knowledge and ideas. In question 2, categories of intellectual property are listed. Which one is not intellectual property? Well, I know patents are ideas. Trademarks are logos. Certainly copyrights and trade secrets are intellectual properties. So I would have to say charters is incorrect. I think that is just a distractor. Good deduction. You are right. Number 3, I'm pretty sure it would be intellectual property laws. Pirating software, music, movies, games, is all serious business these days. You don't want to get caught illegally downloading copyrighted materials. 4. Fair use allow you to view and use copyrighted materials, but there are what? Restrictions on how you can use the information without the owner's permission. We really need to know A and B. Fair use is important for education and media outlets. Yes, A. You are permitted to use copyrighted information for commentary or editorial purposes without seeking permission. B. You must properly cite the source in order to comply with fair use standards. I'll give you the type of license, you give me the answer. For number 5, restricts the use of the software to one user at a time. That is a single user license. Differ from network licenses in that software is installed on devices of qualified users. Site license, legal contract between software manufacturer and app user. End user license agreement, EULA. Enable anyone on a network the right to use software. Network license. 6, 7, and 8 are about copyrights. I'll do those. 6. Copyrights are a form of protection provided for original works of authorship. 7. Copyright literally means the right to copy, but has come to mean that body of exclusive rights granted by law to copyright owners for protection of their work. 8. Copyright protection extends to only the manner in which it's expressed. Number 9 has a lot of definitions. We better look at this slide to come up with the answers. Here is a quick look at the answers. Ten concerns data privacy laws. There is a lot of this in the news these days. Here is the answer to 10. The Federal Trade Commission (FTC) is the main government agency responsible for Internet privacy protection. Internet privacy considerations include A. How is data to be used? B. Who has access to the data? C. What techniques and technologies are used to protect sensitive and private data communications and preferences? Number 11 has 3 data privacy laws. The only one not a data privacy law is the Gramm-Rudman-Hollings Act. But number 12 is super important these days. The red flags rule requires many businesses and organizations to implement a written identity theft prevention program designed to detect the warning signs or red flags of identity theft in their day-to-day operations. I love 13 and open educational resources. I wish all of our books were open source. The 4 kinds are textbooks, assignments, games, and digital media. 14 is Creative Commons, which helps to identify free resources. Google has a special tool to find OER. Just use the Google toolbar when searching. Software theft includes stealing, illegal copying, intentionally erasing, and illegally registering a program. 16. Software/internet piracy occurs when copyrighted software is illegally copied, distributed, modified, sold. Plagiarism is an epidemic with the internet. In school you surely do not want to get caught doing that. Even if you do it by accident, you are still guilty. Kind of like speeding. 17 through 20 are the rules of the road, so to speak. 17. Occurs when you present someone else's work as your own. 18. It is a serious act of fraud that can result in expulsion from school or legal action. 19. Two sites that combat plagiarism are Turnitin and Grammarly. 20. You need to properly acknowledge or cite the following: A. Words. B. Ideas. C. Images. D. Materials taken from an existing source. We are really lucky that our country does not engage in censorship. 21. Internet censorship is the suppression of content. 22. Net neutrality means ISPs will be banned from slowing the delivery of a TV show simply because it's streamed by a video company that competes with a subsidiary of the ISP. 23. In the US, direct censorship of the Internet by the government is prohibited by which amendment? That is the First Amendment. We better know that. It is an important part of our daily life. Without the First Amendment, we would not be free to criticize our political leaders. Think about how important that is to our society. Digital identity is your digital presence created online. 24. A digital identity is comprised of a variety of digital attributes including A. Username and password. B. Online accounts and sites used/accessed. C. Personal data including I. Social security number. A. Birth date. A. Address. D. Purchasing behavior. 25. Two of the main concerns that surround digital identity are privacy and security. Uh-oh, another grid. We better check the slide to make sure we are accurate. "26 is trivia, but it was 6degrees.com. Does anyone not know how to use Facebook? But I tell you, it is important for business to have a Facebook presence, so best to make sure you are familiar, even if you don't use it." Yes, I agree. 27. Facebook allows you to share A. Web content. B. Images. C. Videos. D. Commentary. 28. Define the below Facebook features. A. Profile collection of photos and stories that tell people about you. B. Friend request connects you with other FB accounts. C. Page FB site for business or organization. D. Like makes you a fan of a page. 29. List issues that should be considered when using Facebook. A. Don't consider anything posted on Facebook private. B. Any shared items can be sent easily to others. C. Photo tagging creates links to your Facebook timeline and profile.ed. Cyberstalking and online predators are a real problem. I'm like the Snapchat queen. 30. List Snapchat features. A. Picture or video messages taken and shared with friends on Snapchat. B. Viewed for up to 10 seconds, depending on what the user chooses and disappears. C. Can be saved in the photo gallery of the user's phone using the screenshot feature. If there is any one important social media app for our careers, it is surely LinkedIn. 31. Use LinkedIn to connect with other professionals including a business. B. Contacts. C. Colleagues. D. Peers from college. 32. LinkedIn is an integral component of creating your professional brand identity. 33. Other than keeping your LinkedIn profile updated, what are some techniques you can use that will maximize LinkedIn's benefits? A. Edit or remove inaccurate endorsements. B. Use LinkedIn to apply for jobs. C. Respond quickly to job postings. D. Use LinkedIn's resume building tool to create a professional resume. E. Use keywords in your profile. Instagram and Twitter are also applications we use. I don't use Twitter. Then you should create an account just to get familiar with it. Last but not least, let's finish with some ethical issues. Ethics are not laws, but are values that will serve you well. 36. Your online actions provide valuable data for marketers, retailers, and many others. A. Whenever you search the web, post on social media, or make an online purchase, your actions are recorded. B. Every action you make online leaves a cyber/digital footprint. C. Data benefits marketers, businesses, and any entity that tracks online behavior. D. Consumers have little or no control over what data is collected or used. Wow, being a digital citizen today is a lot of responsibility. Is there any way to be a digital non-citizen? Sure, stay off the internet and live in a cave.